The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Davis County Baseball on New Country 104.3 KRKN. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of the Davis County Mustangs, Alice Kojo.
Welcome to another season of Davis County Baseball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's great to have you with us on this Wednesday. Mother Nature has tried to divert us from opening the season the last couple of days, but weather is cooperative tonight, and we will have our season opener as the Mustangs will take on the Keokuk Chiefs in what has been an annual matchup between these two non-conference foes. Pleasure to have you with us here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. I'm Alice Kojo. I am joined by Bryant, who is helping out with things here on site, and Kyle Smith is back at our studios taking care of things in Ottumwa. So whether you're listening on New Country 104.3 KRKN or taking in the online stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page or our Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube page as well, plenty of ways to take in this game. Special shout out, special hello to any Keokuk fans taking in this game as well. So this matchup, a matchup that is played almost every year before the teams jump into the meat of their conference schedule, very intense rivalry, very close games have been played between these two teams, and we're expecting more of the same here today as you see the two coaches at home plate, head coach Steve Worcester of Keokuk and, of course, Todd White of Davis County discussing the ground rules and also exchanging their starting lineups. By the way, we also will have a game for you tomorrow as Woodward Granger will be here to take on the Mustangs as a makeup of the game that was rained up on Monday. So plenty of baseball heading into the Memorial Day weekend, and we'll have it all here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Let's take our first break, and when we return, we will have the starting lineups for today's matchup here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back here at the Mustang Sports Complex, Davis County looking to open the season with the win versus Keokuk, and you see the coaches still at home plate discussing things as far as the ground rules are concerned, so that gives us a good chance to jump in tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Keokuk Chiefs, they were 7-17 last year. Their head coach is Steve Worcester, and he hands out a starting lineup like this. Drake Anderson's at second base leading off. Pitching and batting second is Micah Hagee. Bennett Church is at first base batting third. Batting cleanup and in center field is Mason Klaus. Zach Gilpin is at shortstop batting fifth. Batting sixth and catching is Memphis Anderson. Jackson Morgan is at third base batting seventh. Batting eighth and in left field is Briar Hayner. And batting ninth and in right field is Evan Carr. Again, for the Keokuk Chiefs, Anderson at second. Drake Anderson at second. Hagee is pitching. Church at first. Klaus is in center field. Gilpin at short. Anderson is catching. Morgan at third. Hayner in left. And Carr is in right. Now for the homestanding Davis County Mustangs, a lot of new faces in the varsity lineup. Dexter Scott leads things off. The freshman will be playing shortstop. Josh Sells is in left field batting second. Batting third, and one of the few seniors on this roster, is Presley Cantrell. Brett Prevost at second base, batting fourth. Batting fifth, and in center field is Duke Scott. Caden Fine will be the DH, batting sixth. He'll be batting for the right fielder, Quinn McCoy. Max Taylor is catching, batting seventh. Batting eighth, and the starting pitcher for this opening night is Houston Schooley. Batting ninth, and at third base is Noah Sizemore. So again for Davis County, Dexter Scott is at short, Settles in left, Cantrell at first, Prevost at second, Duke Scott is in center, Fine is the DH, Taylor is catching, Schooley is the pitcher, Sizemore is at third, and Fine is batting for the right fielder, Quinn McCoy. Let's step away from National Anthem, and when we return, the first pitch between Davis County and Keokuk in the season opener here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
National Anthem has been played. Houston Schooley on top of the mound, finishing up his warm-up tosses to the catcher Max Taylor as we get ready to get started for the new 2025 season. Houston Schooley wearing a new number this year. He wore number 11 last year. He has number 17 on his jersey here in the new season. He was used sparingly last year on the mound, just 1 2/3 innings pitched, did not allow a single run, did not allow a hit either. So judging by the fact that he has been trusted with the opening day start, head coach Todd White and the rest of the Davis County staff figured to use Houston Schooley much more this season and rely on his arm much more this season as well. Schooley looked at as one of the younger guys in previous seasons. Now he's a junior, so he'll be looked at for leadership and consistency for the younger guys. So the final warm-up toss has been thrown, and we are just about ready to get started here in Bloomfield as Drake Anderson steps up to the plate. Tall, lanky right-hander. Home plate umpire is Cam Parker. He puts on his mask, points to Schooley, says play ball, and the first pitch of the night is high. 4-1. First pitch thrown right at 8 p.m. A later start time than usual just because of all the rain and because of travel arrangements for Keokuk as well. The 1-0 pitch is cut on and missed by Anderson to even the count at 1-1. I was told the Keokuk people couldn't get a bus driver here until later. The JV game started at 6 this evening, which is why we have an 8 o'clock start here. There's another swing and a miss, and Anderson is in a 1-2 hole. So longtime coach Shane Wooster stationed over at the third base box, peering into the action. That off-speed pitch catches the outside corner, and Anderson goes down looking for the first out of the season. So a good start for Houston Schooley. And the next batter is Micah Hagee, starting pitcher for Keokuk this evening. Hagee, a sophomore, as he digs in. First pitch from Schooley. Fastball catches the inside part of the plate for strike one. Hagee played sparingly last season. Had just 7 at-bats. Was unable to get a hit, although he did score 4 runs. Schooley's 0-1 pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner, and he is throwing strikes here early. It is 0-2. Sun setting behind us. Schooley in the sun with Hagee standing with the bat in the shadows. And the 0-2 pitch. That was a breaking ball that was fouled back. That earns a cheer from the Keokuk dugout on the first base side, as Hagee is still alive with the count still 0-2. Josh Settles is in left field for Davis County. Duke Scott stationing, or I should say patrolling, center field. And Quinn McCoy is in right. 0-2 pitch, helmet high, easy take for Hagee to make it 1-2. On the infield, Noah Sizemore is at third. Dexter Scott at shortstop. Brett Prevost is the second baseman, and Presley Cantrell is at first. Max Taylor, the catcher, lays down the signs. Houston Schooley with the 1-2 pitch. That's high for ball 2. Bases empty, 1 out. Just getting started here at the Mustang Sports Complex in the opening game of the season for both of these squads. Looking to turn around what was rough seasons for both of these teams. We'll talk about as we go on through this game. In the meantime, Schooley strikes out Hagee, who goes down swinging through the changeup, and there are quickly 2 outs. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts for Schooley. And Bennett Church stands in between Schooley and an opening 1-2-3 inning. Church with a wide stance in the right-hander's box. He swings and misses through a fastball, and it's 0-1. Church, now a senior. He batted .220 last season. And don't know where that pitch missed. Perhaps it was a bit low to even account at 1-1. That's one thing Davis County saw few and far between was 1-2-3 innings, and Schooley's a strike away from getting a 1-2-3 inning after Church fouls that pitch back. 1-2 to count. Bases empty, 2 outs. Schooley struck out the first 2 batters he faced. He winds and comes home with the 1-2. And he got him looking on a filthy slider on the outside corner. And Keokuk is done in the top of the first. Schooley strikes out the side. Davis County will be up to back after this on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Keokuk went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Now it's Davis County's turn as they will take their hacks versus Micah Hagee, a sophomore right-hander who has been given the opening day start by head coach Steve Worcester of Keokuk. So a good start so far for Davis County as they were able to, thanks to Houston Schooley striking out the side. Now we'll see what these new-look Mustangs can do on offense. A lot of new faces on this varsity squad, starting off with Dexter Scott, the freshman shortstop, who will step in. He's the younger brother of Duke Scott, the center fielder for Davis County. And we are set to play here in the bottom of the first. No score. Hagee's first pitch is a little low as that clipped the inside corner, but it's 1-0. Interesting to see what all these new faces do in their first varsity at-bats. There's a strike about letter high to even the count at 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch by Hagee is taken high and inside. 2-1, the count to Dexter Scott. Josh Settles waits on deck for the Mustangs. That pitch is popped up. Foul territory, first base side. That gets over the fence and out of play. And that makes the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dexter Scott, Caden Fine, Max Taylor, Noah Sizemore, all new faces in the starting lineup here tonight. 2-2 pitch, hit high in the air, left field, and that's going to get out of play just over the fence. And Scott stays alive. So an early battle. First batter in the game for Micah Hagee, who winds and comes home with the 2-2 pitch. Caught him looking on the inside corner, a nasty off-speed pitch. And Scott goes down looking for the first out. So every out of this game so far has been a strikeout. Not a single ball in play. And now the tall left-handed junior, Josh Settles, will look to change that. Batting left-handed versus the righter Hagee. First pitch, little outside, and a couple of Keokuk players in the first base dugout jump up and down as if to say, ooh, that was a strike. But Cam Parker says it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Settles last season batted 172. Drove in 2 runs, did not have a single extra base hit. Fastball outside, missing. 2-1. And that was one of the issues for Davis County last season. Just could not hit the ball consistently. The 2-1 pitch hit high and foul towards us at the press box. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Davis County batted just .258 last season. Slugged just .334 as well. So not a lot of extra base hits outside, of course, of the great Nolan Kramer. And there's a strikeout looking to Josh Settles, and now both pitchers putting up Ks. None on, 2 out. Scoreless game here in the bottom of the first, and big Presley Cantrell lumbers towards the right-handed side of the plate. Loves the first pitch, and he watches that one go low and outside for ball 1. Ran to his family before the game. They love the running jokes about his speed, or lack thereof. That pitch is in the dirt to make it 2-0. Last season, I noticed a marked difference between sophomore year Presley and junior year Presley, so much so I called him a Coke machine with a head on it, and he definitely still resembles that. There's a big swing and a bouncing ball to short, gobbled up by Gilpin. He throws it the first in time, and the inning is over. So Davis County goes down 1-2-3. We head to the second. No score between Keokuk and Davis County on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Houston Schooley back on the mound as we are in the top of the second. Both teams went down 1-2-3 in their first inning, so Mason Klaus will look to change things for Keokuk here in the second. Klaus, a big, strong center fielder in his junior season, and he swings and misses at a letter-high fastball. Klaus batted .228 last season for the Chiefs. The 0-1. Took a little bit off, a changeup that catches the inside part of the plate and is quickly 0-2. Keokuk, like Davis County, had trouble scoring runs, had trouble swinging the bat last year, batting just .252 as a team. The 0-2. Don't know where that missed, but it's 1-2. Thought it caught plenty of the plate, thought it was the right height, but Cam Parker says ball 1. Schooley steps off. Max Taylor was looking at the home plate umpire, Cam Parker, who was saying something, don't know what. Now the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. And Klaus goes down swinging for the first out. How about this for an impression for Schooley? Only pitched an inning and 2/3 last year. He's through an inning and a third this year already, and he has struck out every batter he's faced. So that brings up Zach Gilpin. And shortstop takes ball 1. Yeah. And the 1-0. Off-speed pitch. Strike 1. Waist high on the outside edge. 1-1 pitch, curveball, strike 2. Schooley has struck out every batter he's faced thus far. Now the 1-2 pitch. That's nubbed foul to the first base side. That was a very late swing by Gilpin, but he stays alive. Schooley is set. The wind and the 1-2. A chopper to the third base side. Sizemore charges, throws. Nice play. 5-3 on the slow roll to third. 2 outs in the inning, and the batter is Memphis Anderson. When Schooley struck out the first 4 batters he faced, it reminded me of 2022 and the season opener of that year. Of course, you remember the starting pitcher of that year and the ace of that team of Davis County was Justin Matheny. In the season opener against Pekin, he struck out the first 8 batter he faced in a 1-0 win for Davis County, and there's another strike from the right arm of Houston Schooley. Anytime you get compared to Justin Matheny, even if it's half of what he's done, you know you've done something good. 0-1 pitch, a bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Base is empty, 2 outs, top of the second. We are scoreless here at the Mustang Sports Complex. And a 1-1 pitch, up and inside. Anderson had to duck out of the way. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nice play at third, by the way, by Sizemore. That kind of underscores another point I'd like to make. There's a swing and a miss to make it 2-2. I may have to hurry as Schooley is quickly getting through this second inning. Davis County not only couldn't hit consistently, but defense was definitely an issue for these Mustangs in 2024. 2-2 pitch, got him swinging on an off-speed pitch. 5th strikeout for Schooley. Keokuk goes down in order again, and we'll head to the bottom of the second. No score on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are scoreless. Heading into the bottom of the second, Keokuk and Davis County tangling in this season opener. And it is Brett Prevost striding to the plate for Davis County for his first at-bat of the new season. Prevost, one of the more steady presence, or steady performers, I should say, on this Mustang squad as he takes the pitch a bit outside for ball 1. Prevost is one of those guys where you can pretty much play him anywhere. He was a Swiss Army knife last year. The 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss to make it 1-1. Prevost played in the outfield, third base, shortstop, second base. There's a line shot in the center field, but it goes right at the center fielder, Klaus, for the first out. So Prevost hits it on the button, but right at the center fielder, and there's 1 out. So now that brings up Duke Scott. He's an interesting case because if he's healthy, I think that could very that could lend well to Davis County's chances here in the new year. And Duke takes a pitch in the dirt for ball one. Actually, Scott had his best game against Keokuk last year when they played at Joyce Park, as he lifts that foul over the fence on the first base side for strike one. Scott went 3 for 4 in last year's game against Keokuk. His best offensive game by far. He had a pair of doubles as well. And the 1-1 pitch, hit on the ground to third. Scooped up by Morgan, throws across the diamond, and that pulled the first baseman off the bag. Church could not keep his foot on the bag. Scott is safe at first on the throwing error by Morgan, and there's your first base runner of the ball game. So can the Mustangs take advantage? Caden Fine, his first at-bat as a varsity man. A right-hander versus the right-hander Micah Hagee, who will have to pitch from the stretch for the first time, and they call a balk on Hagee. No pitch. It is a balk that sends Scott to second base. I don't think Hagee came to a complete stop. He tried a quick pitch, fine, and I believe that was why Derek Phillips, the field umpire, called a balk on Hagee. Now a timeout as Memphis Anderson, the catcher, wants to come out to talk to Hagee. Early chance here for Davis County with a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the second. No score. 1 out in the inning. Still waiting on the first pitch to Caden Fine. And he swings through a high pitch to make it 0-1. Hagee with the stare back to second. Now the pitch. Letter high strike called on Fine, and it's 0-2. Fine is a junior. This is his first varsity at bat. And the 0-2 pitch, hit high in the air, shallow center field. Coming in is Klaus to make the catch. Scott stays put at second, and there are 2 outs. So it'll be up to another man making his first varsity at-bat of his career, Max Taylor, in order to break this scoreless tie. Taylor, a freshman, starting catcher of tonight's matchup. And Taylor had to twist away from the inside fastball. Almost wore it. Somehow that ball missed him, and it's 1-0. Houston Schooley is waiting on deck if Taylor can extend the inning. Scott leads off from second base. And a 1-0 pitch, grounded off the pitcher. Hagee went off his ankle. It's fielded by Anderson, throw to first, not in time. An infield single by Taylor. Going to third on the play is Scott. And the Mustangs have runners at the corners with 2 outs and timeout called as head coach Steve Worcester wants to check on his pitcher, Micah Hagee. That was a hard ground ball up the middle. Hagee tried to jump out of the way. Looked like it hit one of it. He's pointing at his left ankle. Looked like it hit the inside of his ankle. In the meantime, we're having a courtesy runner coming in for Taylor. And that is Peyton Schooley, who comes in to run for Taylor. So first hit of the night goes to the Mustangs. And how about Max Taylor? His first hit as a varsity man here in the season opener. So now Houston Schooley, bright pink gloves as he settles into the left-hander's box. I think they're going to let Hagee just throw one warm-up pitch to make sure he's good, or maybe not. Nope. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Big chance for Davis County. Houston Schooley at the plate looking to help his own cause. He loves the first pitch. He takes that one belt high for a strike. Scott reached on an error, got to second on the balk, and reached third on the infield single by Max Taylor. He's at third. Peyton Schooley, the courtesy runner, at first. The 0-1 with the runner going from first, and it's chopped foul to the third base side. No balls, 2 strikes. Hagee a strike away from pitching out of bases, runners at the corners, 2-out jam. And Schooley will have to protect with the count 0-2. Hagee's pitch bounces to the plate. It gets away from Anderson, and coming in to score is Duke Scott. It was a wild pitch. That pitch hit about 58 feet. All Memphis Anderson could do was try to stab at it, and he couldn't. And scoring on the wild pitch is Duke Scott to make it 1-0 Davis County. So the Mustangs are able to get a run across here in the first. Now with the runner in scoring position, can Schooley add to the lead? The 1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt. That gets past Anderson. Going to third is Peyton Schooley, and he is upstanding at third base. So a wild pitch allowed Peyton Schooley to advance to second. I'm going to call that one a pass ball to third. And now he's just 90 feet away. 2-2 to count to Houston Schooley at the plate. The pitch. Schooley grounds that foul. Took a good swing and grounded it towards his dad, Roman, on the first base side. And the count remains 2-2. Hagee nods. Now comes set. Another 2-2 pitch, cut on and missed, and the ball got into the dirt, so Anderson will have to throw it to first, which he does to retire Schooley and end the inning. But the Mustangs get a run across on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left. We are through 2, Davis County 1, Keokuk 0 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third here at the Mustang Sports Complex. 1-0. Davis County leads it in the season opener. Houston Schooley has sat down all 6 batters he's faced. 5 strikeouts so far for the junior right-hander. 7-8-9 due up for Keokuk, starting with the third baseman, Jackson Morgan. Morgan, as an 8th grader last year, batted .077, had 2 sacrifice bunts, did not drive in a run. And he lifts that first pitch foul behind the plate and out of play for strike one. Both teams young. Both teams hungry to erase what was an ugly 2024. Keokuk was 7 and 17 last season. They ended the season as that pitch is swung on and missed to make it 0-2. Keokuk concluded last season on a 7-game losing streak. Including in that losing streak, they lost to conference foe Fairfield 4 times, including the first round of the playoffs. If you did not end that year not really liking Fairfield, then I don't know what you were doing. That pitch is high and outside for ball one. One, two to count. Here to open the top of the third, and that pitch is low and outside to make it 2-2. Schooley peers into Taylor. Now winds and delivers. Off-speed pitch. Got him looking on the outside corner. Morgan is the third Keokuk Chief to go down looking. One out in the top of the third with the bases empty for Briar Hayner. Left fielder batting right-handed. Schooley's first pitch. Strike at the belt. The old adage is, what is the most important pitch in baseball? That pitch is cut on and missed. That was in the dirt, and Hayner went chasing after it. Yeah, the most important pitch in baseball is strike one. That's something that Schooley has done very often here tonight. The 0-2. Got him looking. Hayner was frozen on the fastball in the outside corner. 7 strikeouts for Schooley. 2 outs in the top of the third with the bases empty. And Evan Carr will look to prevent another 1-2-3 inning. Schooley working quickly. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Carr is a sophomore in his first varsity at bat. All-speed pitch. Misses outside, I guess. And it's 1-1. This vantage point that we have, of course, you're watching on the online stream, high up on the third base side, slightly behind home plate. It looked good from here, but according to Cam Parker, that was ball one. That pitch is high, 2-1. Mustang defense have not had to do much over the first 3 innings, as that pitch in the dirt is cut on and missed to make it 2-2. Just 1 ball in play for Keokuk through the first 2 2/3 innings. A slow roller to the third, and a nice play by Noah Sizemore to retire Zach Gilpin. Schooley with the chance to end the third on this very pitch, and he misses high to run the count full. Schooley struck out the side in the first. Had 2 more strikeouts here in the second. Now looking to strike out the side in the third, and he does not. He walks Carr, and that is the first base runner for Keokuk this evening. Could argue a couple of borderline pitches did not go Carr's way. So that turns the lineup over to Drake Anderson, who went down looking, and Schooley will look to keep that runner stranded. First pitch, fastball, taken for a strike. Schooley pitching from the stretch for the first time tonight, as we have reached dusk here in Bloomfield. Throw to first, and almost getting picked off was Carr. he took a dive back to first, but he was able to beat the tag of Cantrell to the bag. Time called at the plate. Game time temperature was 60 degrees, but you expect it to fall steadily as this game moves on and the sun is setting. Another throw to first, and Cantrell was able to just corral that throw before it went behind the runner Carr into foul territory. 0-1 to count to Anderson. Davis County leads it 1-0 here in the top of the third. 2 outs. Carr leads from first. He goes. He slips as he went out of his break. That pitch is a ball, and the throw to second. Got him at second. Max Taylor nails Carr, who was caught stealing to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, a walk, and nobody left. We will head to the bottom of the third. Davis County 1, Keokuk nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back here in Bloomfield, we're in the bottom of the third. Davis County leads it 1-0. Duke Scott scored on a wild pitch back in the second for our only run of the ball game. 9-1-2 due up for the Mustangs, starting with Noah Sizemore. He will try to make an impression the way Max Taylor did back in the second. In his first at-bat as a varsity man, that pitch is in the dirt for ball 1 to Sizemore. Back in the second inning, Taylor was able to keep the rally alive with an infield single, which led to Duke Scott scoring on a wild pitch. Hagee winds, and a 1-0 pitch, belt-high fastball taken on the inside corner for strike 1. These two teams are mirror images of each other, at least when last year is concerned. As the 1-1 pitch is a check swing, but a called strike anyway by home plate umpire Cam Parker to make it 1-2. As I said, Keokuk was 7-17 last season. Davis County was 9-23. Both teams had trouble being consistent with the bats, as there's a grounder to the middle of the diamond, and Gilpin, the shortstop, will not be able to throw him out. It was a worm burner up the middle of the diamond. Hagee, the pitcher, was fading over to the first base side after he pitched it. And if Hagee was unable to get it, Gilpin, who had to come all the way from short to field that ball behind the mound, was unable to throw out Sizemore, and he has his first hit as a varsity man. So a pair of infield hits have been the only hits for Davis County so far tonight. Back to the top of the order, Dexter Scott, who takes strike 1. So as I was saying, not only were both teams unable to hit last season, they were unable to pitch as well. Keokuk's team ERA And that pickoff throw goes over the head of the first baseman Church, and advancing to second is Noah Sizemore. So an error on the pitcher, Hagee. As a runner in scoring position for the top of the Davis County order, looking to add to their 1-0 lead. 0-1 to count to Dexter Scott. He squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball one. Scott went down looking his first time up. Church, after seeing Scott square up the bunt, now playing well in on the grass at first base. Church creeping towards Scott before the pitch even comes in, step by step by step. That pitch is inside. Scott had to jackknife out of the way to avoid getting hit to make it 2-1. Church is so close to home plate, he could probably smell Scott's breath. Scott would lend himself well if he does bunt it up the third base line if he can. 2-1 pitch. He does bunt it up the third base line. It dies. Foul. Ooh, it just rolled foul. It got to the infield grass, then it got to the dirt, and Hagee wisely decided to let that one roll foul. A good bunt by Scott. That would have been a base hit. But now the count is 2-2. You figure Scott's going to be swinging away, and he takes a pitch low and inside to run the count full. Josh Settles waits on deck for Davis County, leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. Sizemore, the runner at second with nobody out. And the payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Gilpin, the shortstop, fields it, throws to first to retire Scott, but a productive out as Sizemore advances to third with one out. So an opportunity for Josh Settles and Keokuk, sensing that they may not get many runs off Houston Schooley, have their infield in with one out here in the bottom of the third and trailing 1-0. First pitch to Settles, fouled straight back. Settles struck out looking his first time up to Hagee. He took some healthy cuts against Hagee in that first at-bat as well. Sizemore now 90 feet away from giving Davis County a 2-0 lead. Hagee, the stretch, the pitch, fastball missing low and away. 1-1 strike. Hagee looking for a ground ball at somebody. Fastball clips the outside corner. 1-2 strikes. Settles looking to get something in the air with a runner at third and one out. Hagee now hunting for a strikeout. The pitch, fouled back. Hagee with the fresh baseballs. He's on top of the mound, looking into his catcher, Memphis Anderson. Now he comes set. Takes a look at Sizemore at third. And another 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. A late swing by Settles, but he does stay alive. That pitch fooled me swing, but he was able to get a piece of it. Fight it off foul, and he'll look at another one. 1-2 pitch, fastball high in the air, foul territory to the third base dugout. Memphis Anderson has room, and he makes the catch near the third base dugout for the second out. That's a huge second out for Hagee and Keokuk. So the Keokuk infield will go back to normal depth with 2 outs. And Presley Cantrell will look to deliver a 2-out RBI. He grounded out to short his first time up back in the first. Runner at third, 2 outs. 1-0 Davis County. Breaking ball, and Cantrell twisted away from it, but it caught the inside corner for strike 1. The 0-1. Line shot down the left field line. Fair ball. Rolling towards the wall. Coming in to score Sizemore. Cantrell rumbles into second with an RBI double. 2-0 Davis County. So Cantrell delivers. And Davis County has doubled their lead. Now looking for more with Brett Prevost. First pitch, inside corner, strike 1. Prevost hit one right on the screws his first time up, but right at the center fielder, Klaus. The 0-1. Pitch a bit inside. And it counts 1-1. Hagee is not afraid to pitch inside. Cantrell was able to catch up to a pitch inside and drive it down the line. First 2 pitches to Prevost has been inside. Another pitch inside on 1-1 and misses, and it's 2-1. That's pretty admirable for a young pitcher, not being afraid to pitch inside. Most pitchers prefer to pitch away to most batters. The 2-1. That's nubbed over towards the right fielder, and it's caught by Carr to end the inning. But Davis County does add a run on 1 hit. There was an error in the inning, and 1 man left. We are through 3. It is now Davis County 2, Keokuk 0 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
What? What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Houston Schooley winds, and the first pitch to Drake Anderson is bunted foul for strike 1. We're in the top of the 4th. Davis County 2, Keokuk 0 in this season opener. Both teams looking for a positive start to the new season after a rough 2024. Anderson was at the plate when Evan Carr was thrown out trying to steal second by catcher Max Taylor. An absolute bullet thrown by Taylor. Although Carr did slip as he broke towards second. There's a line drive out to center field. Coming on is Duke Scott. Dive. Can't come up with it. There's a first hit for Keokuk, and it is a single for Anderson. Scott made a diving attempt in left center field to try to come up with it, but he couldn't. And that's the first hit for Keokuk. Second base runner for the Chiefs. And with nobody out, head coach Todd White trots out to the mound. And it looks like we'll have a conference with the entire infield. So as I was saying in the bottom of the last inning, both teams had issues pitching the ball last year. Keokuk had a team ERA of 4.54. Davis County's team ERA was 4.41. And really, if you had to pick one gremlin that really troubled Davis County throughout the season, it was catching the baseball. They committed 101 errors last season. That averages out to 3.2 a game. Keokuk as well committed 77 errors in their 24 games. That averages out to 3.2 a contest. We've had 2 errors in this game, both committed by Keokuk. As they look to tie this game here in the top of the 4th, trailing 2-0. Runner at first, nobody out. Micah Hagee is the batter. He squares the bunt. Up the third base line, and that trickles foul. That was eerily reminiscent of Dexter Scott's bunt attempt in the bottom of the 3rd. He tried to bunt one on the third base line, but it was unable to stay fair. Scott later grounded out. Oh, 0-1 to count to Micah Hagee, who struck out swinging his first time up. Schooley has 7 strikeouts so far tonight. Throw to first and back safely on a dive is Drake Anderson. Steve Worcester was not afraid to send the runner. He's already had 1 runner cut down via stolen bases. Now a big lead by Anderson at first. He goes. Pitch is popped up, third base side. Sizemore makes the catch. Throw to first in time. Double play. Head coach Steve Worcester sent the runner, and he gets doubled off on a pop-up to Sizemore. So base is empty, 2 outs in the inning, and Bennett Church will face Schooley, who now pitches from the windup, strike 1. Church struck out looking in his first at-bat back in the 1st. Here we are in the top of the 4th, 2-0 Davis County, base is empty, 2 outs. 0-1 pitch is waved at and missed. And Schooley now has an opportunity for his 8th strikeout of the evening. The 0-2. Got him swinging. Schooley mowing through Keokuk as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Davis County 2, Keokuk nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the bottom of the fourth. Davis County with a 2-0 lead over Keokuk. And Duke Scott, who scored the first run of the ball game, will bat to open the fourth. There's a loose ball out in the outfield that explains the momentary pause that we have going on here. It was retrieved by Carr, the right fielder. Now we're ready. Scott reached on an error, went to second on a balk, and ended up scoring on a wild pitch. Scott fouls the first pitch back. As I mentioned, in Scott's first at-bat, he had his best game of the season offensively against Keokuk with 3 hits at Joyce Park last year. It was a shootout. Pitching was optional in that ball game. Davis County won that game 10-9 as that pitch is high for ball 1. And I talked last inning about how both teams had issues defensively. The teams combined for 11 errors in that game last year against Keokuk. That's inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Davis County has won 3 of the last 4 matchups against Keokuk. That pitch is nubbed foul. And the 19 combined runs that these two teams scored in last year's matchup, that's the most that's been scored since 2011 when Davis County beat Keokuk 17-0. Of course, many Mustangs remember that day or that year fondly, as that's a ball to run the count full at 3-2. Of course, Davis County won their first and only state championship back in 2011. That was a really good team. Man, that was a good team. Payoff pitch to the leadoff hitter, Duke Scott, coming up from Hagee. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Scott stares down, says, are you sure about that? That looked low from my vantage point, but a strikeout for Hagee to open up the bottom of the fourth. That brings up Caden Fine. He flied out to center his first time up. Hagee's allowed 2 runs. First pitch inside, ball 1. Both of those runs have been unearned as well. The 1-0. Belt high fastball taken for a strike. Keokuk wearing their gray road jerseys, purple pinstripes with Keokuk written across the chest, purple caps. A swing and a miss by Fine to make it 1-2. Hagee has struck out 4 so far tonight. And the 1-2 pitch, a bit high. Next pitch is in the dirt to run the count full. So the count was run full to Duke Scott, who struck out looking. Now we'll see what Caden Fine does with a full count, as Keokuk will have a player warming up in the bullpen to relieve Hagee. And that pitch is outside for ball 4. That's the first walk allowed by Hagee tonight. Runner at first, 1 out, bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Davis County. And Max Taylor, who got the first hit for Davis County in this ball game, he is at the plate. Head coach Steve Worcester coaching up Mike Hagee, saying pitch to contact, come on. That pitch is high for ball 1. And now here comes Steve Worcester making a quick walk out to the mound. So Davis County leads at 2-0, and you were wondering, or actually I was wondering when I was taking my notes, when they were able to break their scoreless streak. They finished the 2025 season. They did not score in the last 15 innings that they played in 2024. So the last 3 innings of their game against Washington here at home in their home finale. Then they lost 1-0 in Pella. And then they got smashed by Davenport Assumption in the playoffs, 15-0 in 4 innings. So that is actually the math is a bit off, but it is 15 innings. Trust me. It's the last portion of the Washington game, all of the Pella game, and then the 4 innings of the Davenport Assumption game as well. So that's what they broke in the 2nd inning. They have single runs in the 2nd and the 3rd. Now they have another runner on with 1 out. And there's a grounder off the bat of Taylor to the second baseman, Anderson. He tried to reach out and tag Fine. He could not. He missed the tag, but he throws out Taylor at first base for the 2nd out. So Fine is at 2nd in scoring position for Houston Schooley. Schooley struck out swinging his first time up. Mainly what we've seen, however, from Schooley is what he has done with the pitching. He has been fantastic on the mound so far tonight. Hagee has been good so far as well, just 2 unearned runs, and Schooley did not like that first pitch strike call from Cam Parker. Thought that pitch was a bit high. Instead, it counted as 0-1. Fine leads off from 2nd, 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Davis County 2, Keokuk nothing. The 0-1. That's outside. I'm going to be honest with you, that second pitch looked better than the first pitch, but I'm not the one wearing the mask standing behind home plate, and it counted as 1-1. Next pitch to Schooley. Fouled straight back. Schooley was on that one. Just missed it. And now Hagee has the advantage with the count 1-2. Two runs, 2 hits, no errors for Davis County. No runs, a hit, and 2 errors for Keokuk. That pitch is nubbed towards first base. It is a foul ball. The home plate umpire called it foul. It was fielded by Church, and he stepped on the bag, so it would have been the 3rd out. So by a small margin, Houston Schooley stays alive. The count remains 1-2. Second lease on life. Can Schooley take advantage? Another 1-2 pitch from Hagee. Strike 3 called. Schooley strikes out for the 2nd time tonight, and that ends the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left. We are through 4. It is Davis County 2, Keokuk nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Hi, I'm Allison Engel, Senior Vice President of First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield. Farmers and ranchers, when it comes to ag loans, you want to work with the bank and lender that speaks your language. Both myself and Joe Randolph are farmers as well, so we fully understand the agricultural economic business needs. We know the inputs and the outputs, the ups and the downs, the market, and every other obstacle that arises in farming. Come and see me, Allison Engel, or Joe Randolph with First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield to discuss your ag lending needs.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Two 2-0 is our score as we are in the top of the 5th. Davis County leading Keokuk in the season opener of this new season. Always great to be back at the ballpark and have you with us here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. New pitcher in the game is Josh Settles. He relieves Houston Schooley, who was brilliant through 4 innings, 4 shutout innings for the junior, allowing no runs on one hit. He walked one batter and struck out 8. So Schooley will figure to be the winner if the Mustangs can hang on and secure the opening season victory. Now one of the more experienced arms from last season, Josh Settles, will take his turn on the mound. What I find interesting about this team is that a lot of unknown factors, because the seniors from last season's team pitched a lot on the mound. Josh Settles actually is the top returning man as far as innings pitched is concerned. Actually, him and Presley Cantrell right around the same amount. Cantrell 25 2/3, Settles at 22 even. He pitched in 10 games, had an ERA of 3.50. First pitch by Settles is cut on and missed by Mason Klaus. Klaus, Gilpin, Memphis Anderson, 4-5-6 for Keokuk, trailing 2-0 here in the top of the 5th. The 0-1, that's cut on and missed. And it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Settles struck out 22 batters in his 22 innings last season. And the pitch, that's outside. Walks were an issue for Settles, however, last season. 14 walks in 22 innings. See if he has fixed that issue here in his junior season. Fastball cut on and missed. And Klaus strikes out for the second time, and there is 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Zach Gilpin is one of the few Chiefs to put a ball in play versus Davis County pitching. He grounded out to third his first time up on a nice play by Sizemore. There's a belt-high fastball that Gilpin comes empty on. And the 0-1 pitch from Settles. Another swing and a miss. Settles features a fastball and a changeup. Has a breaking ball as well. Here's the 0-2. A number to the first base side. Cantrell gathers it up, steps on first, and there are 2 away. Looked like that got in on the hands of Gilpin. 3 unassisted, official on the play. And it'll be up to Memphis Anderson to start a 2-out rally for Keokuk here in the 5th. Settles looks into Taylor, winds, delivers. High and outside, ball 1. Anderson struck out, swinging his first time up back in the second. Belt high strike, called on Anderson to make it 1-1. 1 walk and 1 hit so far for Keokuk, and that has been it. However, Davis County pitchers have faced a minimum through 4 2/3 innings. That's low. 2 balls and a strike. Thanks to Taylor catching Carr, stealing to end the 3rd, and then a pop-up double play in the 4th. That's what led to Davis County still facing the minimum amount of batters. That's high and outside, 3-1. So now Settles is at risk of walking his first batter. Schooley, as I said, walked a batter. He also struck out 8 through 4 innings of work while giving up 1 run. The 3-1 from Settles. High and outside, ball 4. That is just base runner number 3 for Keokuk. Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner, I believe, coming up for Anderson. And nope, cannot tell who that is because he did not give me the courtesy to turn his back towards me and show me his number. Regardless, Jackson Morgan is the batter with runner at first and 2 outs. First pitch a little bit low for ball 1. Settles got a strikeout, a ground out. Then he walked the batter with 2 outs. Looking to keep that runner stranded. The pitch, swing and a miss. Morgan struck out looking back in the third. That was versus Houston Schooley. Luke Willis is the courtesy runner at first for Keokuk. The 1-2 pitch, or the 1-1 pitch. That's a swung on in the dirt. Willis tries to take second, and he is going to be out by a mile as Taylor was able to cut him down. It was looked to be a wild pitch, but not quite wild enough. Max Taylor nails his second runner at second base. So we are through 4.5. Davis County 2, Keokuk nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
What's that? Oh. New pitcher in the game for Keokuk, as Micah Hagee will give way to Evan Beerworth, a sophomore right-hander. So Hagee's night is done after 4 innings of work. He allowed 2 runs, both of them unearned, on 2 hits. He walked 1 batter, and he struck out 4. Beg your pardon, struck out 5. So not a bad performance by either starting pitcher. A couple of unearned runs has been the margin. Now Noah Sizemore steps in against a new pitcher, Evan Beerworth. And the first pitch of Sizemore is cut on and missed. Sizemore reached on an infield single to lead off the third. Later came around to score on the RBI double by Presley Cantrell to make it 2-0 Davis County. That remains our score. Helmet high fastball taken upstairs. And that evens the count at 1-1. These schools have played close games over recent memory. Foul tip into the glove of Anderson to make it 1-2. As I mentioned a couple innings ago, Davis County beat Keokuk 3-2 last year at Joyce Park. 2 years ago, Davis County won by a run, 3-2. As that's lifted high in the air, right field. Carr charging and makes the catch. One-handed, which would drive nuts some of my fellow press box occupants. But the out is recorded, and we'll go to the top of the order and Dexter Scott. 10-9 last year, Davis County beat Keokuk. 3-2 2 years ago. And then another 3-2 score. Keokuk was out on top of Davis County back in 2023. So 3 one-run games between these two schools over the last 3 years. That first pitch outside to Dexter Scott for ball 1. Scott looking for his first hit of the night. He is 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. 1-0 pitch. Belt high on the outside corner to make it 1-1. Scott almost had himself an infield single as he bunted up the third base line, but it trickled foul, and he ended up grounding out to conclude that at bat, low and inside, ball 2. Beerworth winds and delivers a 2-1 pitch. Fastball taken for a strike. Bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Davis County. Season opener here at the Mustang Sports Complex. And a 2-2 pitch in the dirt to run the count full. Josh Settles waits on deck. Three-two. Ooh, it was a defensive swing by Scott, who decided to swing at the very last millisecond. I don't think I've seen a later swing than what I saw from Scott there. Basically fouling out of the glove of Anderson. That leaves the count at 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. And Scott draws a leadoff walk. First time Scott has reached base, leadoff hitter. Interesting to see if head coach Todd White, with 1 out, decides to run. Davis County did not run a lot last season. Just 34 of 44 in the stolen base category. But over the years, we know Coach White loves to create some action on the bases. That pitch is high to Settles for ball 1. Settles struck out looking in the first inning and then popped out in foul territory to the catcher Anderson in the third. Scott with a moderate lead. He goes. Pitch is taken for a strike, and Anderson was unable to field that pitch cleanly. As a stolen base for Dexter Scott. Settles squared the bunt. He pulled the bat back and took strike 1. So now an insurance run in scoring position for Settles. And now a balk is called on Beerworth, and that sends Scott to third base. He was moving his hand in his glove. That's what appeared to draw the balk call, and field umpire Derek Phillips is demonstrating it to him, what he did to draw that balk. That's the second balk called on Keokuk this evening. The first one came back to bite the Chiefs as Duke Scott came around to score on a wild pitch later in the inning. That was back in the second. 1-1 the count with a runner at third, 1 out. Church, the first baseman, creeping in on the grass. High and inside, ball 2. Keokuk bringing their infield in. Can't afford to fall behind much more after mustering just 1 hit so far through 5 innings. Fastball taken for a strike. That was the pitch that if you're a Mustang fan, you would hope that Settles would offer that, but he was looking for something else. And now the count is 2-2. Beerworth is set. Delivery is high. Count full. You wouldn't think that Settles is bunting with 2 strikes. But another case in which Settles can drive in a run from third. He fouls that pitch back. Settles had an opportunity back in the third inning. He popped out in foul territory to the catcher, but then Cantrell was able to pick him up with an RBI double a batter later. Another 3-2 pitch from Beerworth. Fouled back. 2 straight fouls back to the screen. Battle brewing between Evan Beerworth and Josh Settles at the plate. Scott takes his lead from third. Another 3-2 pitch. High and outside, ball 4. Good at bat by Josh Settles. Second walk of the inning for Beerworth. Runners now at the corners with one out for Presley Cantrell, who has delivered one of the bigger blows in this ball game with an RBI double back in the third. That made it 2-0 Davis County. And looks like we'll have a courtesy runner for the pitcher Settles. And coming into the game as a courtesy runner is, I don't have him on my roster, Hudson Humphrey. Thank you, Dave Mason. So Hudson Humphrey is the courtesy runner for Settles. The Keokuk infield remains in, despite runners being at first and third. You imagine, well, I thought Humphrey would take off from first, but it looks like Church is now holding him at first. So a gigantic hole on the right side of the infield, especially with the infield in. The pitch, strike. Cantrell usually aggressive. He took one strike in his last at-bat before blasting a double down the left field line. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, a bit outside. The catcher Anderson held it for an extra beat to give home plate umpire Cam Parker a really good look at it, but it's called ball 1. Runners at the corners, one out. Davis County leads 2-0 here in the fifth. That's popped up behind the plate. Anderson looking towards the back of the screen and does not make a play. That landed in the field of play. However, Anderson was unable to track it back to the screen. Now the count is 1-2. Beerworth and Anderson commiserate. Big at-bat here, as Cantrell can really put some distance between themselves and Keokuk if he can come through here. 1-2 to count to Cantrell. The next pitch by Beerworth with runner going from first, and it's taken high for a ball, and Anderson, the catcher, just bluffed the throw to second. Scott stayed put at third. So give Humphrey a stolen base. So now two runners in scoring position. 2-2 pitch. A little flare towards the middle of the diamond. Caught by the shortstop Gilpin, and they double off Scott at third for the double play to end the inning. So the Keokuk defense comes up big to keep Davis County off the board. And we're through 5. It remains Davis County 2, Keokuk nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein Soybeans and local Davis Seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Two to nothing is our score. Davis County out in front of Keokuk in the season opener here at the Mustang Sports Complex. Josh Settles allowed a walk, but no runs scored in his first inning of work. He's back on top of the bump, facing the bottom third of the Keokuk order, starting with Jackson Morgan, the third baseman. Just his second at-bat of the ball game here in the sixth. First pitch changeup, bounce foul to the third base side. Keokuk has managed just one hit in this ball game, a single by Drake Anderson back in the fourth inning. A swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2. However, Keokuk has been their own worst enemy on the base paths. They have ran into 3 outs on the bases. Change-up, lifted out in the air, left field, starting back now coming in is Prevost to make the catch. One out, base is empty, and the batter is Briar Hayner. He struck out looking his first time up back in the third. Story of the game so far was Houston Schooley. 4 one-hit shutout innings, striking out 8 and walking just 1 batter. And Hayner looks at a strike. Davis County wearing their maroon jerseys with the white pants and the white caps with the DC Interlock logo. And a changeup taken for a strike by Hayner to quickly make it 0-2. Settles struck out the first batter he faced when he came in the fifth. Now he has Hayner set up at 0-2. That's taken outside to make it 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Got him swinging. A late defensive swing by Hayner. He strikes out for the second time tonight. And with 2 outs and the bases empty, Evan Carr is the batter. Carr is one of only 2 Chiefs, make that 3 Chiefs, to reach base in this ball game. He walked with 2 outs back in the third, but then he got cut down trying to steal second by the catcher Max Taylor. That's low and inside, ball 1. Oh, beg your pardon. That's not Evan Carr that's batting. That's Beerworth that's batting. Evan Beerworth is the new batter. 1-0 pitch. Beerworth checks his swing, and it is called a ball on the outside. So here in the sixth, Evan Beerworth scores the bunt, and he was able to pull that back to take ball 3. Settles allowed a 2-out walk back in the fifth, at risk of doing the same thing here in the sixth. The wind and the pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. That was a very generous call, it appeared. Now the 3-1. Swing and a miss. So will Settles be able to battle all the way back. Down 3-0. Now has run the count full. Beerworth looks at strike 3. Attaboy Settles. Strikes out the final 2 batters he faces in the sixth. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth. 2-0 Davis County on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Chris Merle, owner of Hamilton Produce. We are proud to have served the community for over 90 years as your hometown locally owned farm and hardware store. We have everything from tractor parts, general hardware, calving equipment, dry shod boots, and Carhartt clothing. We are also your best source to get your smaller LP tanks filled. Stop in and see us just off the square in Bloomfield. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and keep up to date with our store and specials.
What's holding you back back from living your best life. If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County leads at 2-0. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Evan Beerworth is on the mound, getting set for his second inning of work. Relatively well-pitched game on both sides. Just 2 unearned runs have been the difference. How are the order due up for the Mustangs? 4, 5, 6, starting with Brett Prevost, who has hit the ball hard his first 2 times up, but has nothing to show for it. A line out to center in the second and a fly out to right in the third. That pitch is in the dirt. 4-1. Now the 1-0. That's also in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Duke Scott is waiting on deck for Davis County. Prevost, right-handed batter. And the 2-0 pitch, that's low as well. And it's 3-0. I imagine he's taking all the way here. Make Beerworth prove that he can throw a strike. And a 3-0 pitch with Prevost taking all the way, and it's a strike at the belt on the outside edge. Now to 3-1. That's high and ball 4, and a leadoff walk to Prevost. Duke Scott steps in. He reached on an error, later scored the first run in the second, then struck out looking back in the 4th. Scott swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. That's grounded to the left side, and it's fielded by Gilpin. Throws second for 1 to throw to first, and that is a double play. Scott bounces out to the 6-4-3 twin killing. 2 outs in the inning, and Caden Fine will now bat with the bases empty. (6-4-3), so it's to short. And then the second and then the first for the twin killing. Caden Fine has flown out. He's also walked. First pitch in the dirt. Beerworth able to erase that leadoff walk with a double play. Now pitches from the windup. And 1-0 pitch upstairs, 2-0. If Fine can keep this inning alive, that'll bring up Max Taylor. The 2-0. Letter high strike. And give it to Cam Parker. You may not agree that that high of a strike is a strike, but he's called it all night on both teams. Long look into his catcher Anderson. Now Beerworth winds and delivers. Curveball misses outside. Three and 1 to count to Fine. Next pitch is cut on and missed. Fine took a good cut at that one, but came up empty, and now the count is full. Beerworth looking to keep Davis County right where they're at to give Keokuk one final chance in the 7th. Hit on the ground to Gilpin at short. Scoops it up, throws low, a bouncer past the first baseman Church, and safe at first is Fine. So a throwing error on Gilpin keeps the inning alive. Third error in the ball game by Keokuk. Now the question is, can the Mustangs make the Chiefs pay? Taylor has one of the 2 Davis County hits in this ball game. An infield single. Back in the 2nd, he takes strike 1. Check that. Davis County has 3 hits in this ball game. Infield single by Sizemore and also the RBI double by Cantrell were the other 2. The 0-1, that's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th, Davis County looking for a little bit of insurance before heading to the 7th. That's hit in the air, high to right field, and going back is Carr. He misplayed it. It bounces in front of him. Rounding third, coming home is Fine, and here comes a throw to the plate, not in time. 3-0 Davis County on the error by the right fielder, Carr. Just a misjudged fly ball. Fine was able to score all the way from first, and a pair of errors has given Davis County a 3-0 lead. Taylor ended up on second, and he will make way for a courtesy runner. Saw number 18, which is not on my roster. Peyton Schooley bats for the first time. That's lifted foul to the first base side out of play for strike 1. Yeah, that's number 19. I was mistaken. Who's that? Victor Milder is the courtesy runner for Max Taylor at second base. Davis County's added a run to make it 3-0. They have a runner at second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Peyton Schooley looks at ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Memphis Anderson, the catcher for Keokuk, wants to come out to talk to Beerworth, the pitcher, as he hands him the baseball. Davis County's added a run, although it's not the fault of Beerworth that extra run has scored. The pitch. Over but low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Beerworth delivers high. 3-1. Peyton Schooley at the plate. The pitch. A number to the third base side. Scooped up and no play for Morgan. He just eats it after he fields that worm burner up the third base line. So an infield single by Peyton Schooley puts runners at the corners with 2 outs. And a big opportunity for Noah Sizemore. Sizemore has had a solid game at third base with the glove. Nice play on a slow roller in the 2nd inning. Also started a double play on a pop-out. That's inside for ball 1. That double play on the pop-up was back in the 4th inning. That killed the Keokuk rally. The 1-0. Fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis County leads at 3-0, looking for more. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Beerworth peers into his catcher Anderson, nods, comes set, kicks and deals. Runner goes from first. That bounces past Anderson, goes to the backstop. Coming in to score the 4th run is Davis County, and going all the way around to third base is Peyton Schooley. So 4-0 Davis County on the wild pitch by Beerworth. Two balls and 1 strike. The count to Noah Sizemore. And the 2-1. That's a helmet high fastball taken for ball 3. Now the 3-1. Grounded out the middle, right back to Beerworth. He flips it to first, and that is that. But Davis County does score 2 more runs on 1 hit. There were two errors in the inning and 1 man left. Last chance coming up for Keokuk. Davis County now has a 4-0 lead on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Order for Keokuk, trailing Davis County 4-0. Tail of this game has been the work of Houston Schooley, Davis County starter. 4 shutout innings, belt high fastball taken for a strike. Anderson did not like that call as he looks back and gives Cam Parker a stare of protest. That evens the count at 1-1. Next pitch by Josh Settles is a bouncing ball to short. Dexter Scott throws a good stretch. Nope, it was pulled Cantrell off the bag. Cantrell tried to stretch for it, but he was pulled off the bag. And Anderson is safe at first, and that is the first error of the game for Davis County. So the Mustangs wait until the 7th inning to commit their first error. Leadoff man is on for Micah Hagee. Now Settles pitching from the stretch. First pitch fastball taken outside. Opportunities for Keokuk have been few and far between. They have not gotten a runner past first base in this ball game. That's popped up high in the air, foul territory. Taylor gives chase, overran it in foul territory, and it falls harmlessly to the turf for strike 1. You got to like the hustle by Taylor, but just misjudged it by an inch. Overran it and was unable to come up with it. So Micah Hagee has a new lease on life, at least as far as this at-bat is concerned. And a 1-1 pitch, taken low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. As I said, Keokuk has not gotten a runner past first base. Every rally has been killed by a double play or caught stealing. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, or was that a foul? Umpire didn't call foul at the plate, so I'm assuming it was a swing and a miss. Regardless, the count is 2-2. Settles. Rocks and fires. In the dirt, good block by Taylor at the plate. That runs the count full. You can't imagine Anderson will be running from first, down by 4, with only 3 outs remaining for Keokuk in this ball game. He does not go, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Hagee strikes out swinging for the first out. He chased a high fastball. A runner at first, 1 out, top of the 7th, 4-0 Davis County. The batter is Bennett Church. He struck out twice in this ball game. That was versus Houston Schooley. His first at-bat with Settles starts off with a fastball that just missed the inside corner, ball 1. Settles nods and comes set. Kicks and deals. Has fouled off at the plate. One ball, 1 strike. Settles, peers over to Anderson at first. Pause, now delivers. Fastball, thigh high on the outside corner, 1-2. Settles has struck out 4 since he entered the game in the 5th inning. Now in his 3rd inning of work. That's outside to make it 2-2. The left-hander Settles, delivers a 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss at a high delivery. And Church strikes out for the 3rd time tonight, and Keokuk is down to their final out. Last chance will be in the form of Mason Klaus. He also has struck out twice in this ball game. That's popped up foul behind the plate, out of play. Klaus was the first batter Settles faced when he entered the game in the 5th inning, and Settles struck him out swinging. Houston Schooley, Davis County starter, also struck out Klaus swinging. That was back in the 2nd. The 0-1, outside. Both teams looking to start off the new year on a good foot. Davis County an out away from securing a very important opening season victory. The 1-1 pitch. Oof, it's been called a strike all night, but not in this particular case. And the count is 2-1. That was a fastball, looked like it was right over in the middle of the plate. About letter high, but called a ball. That is too high. And it's 3-1. Three and 1 to count to Mason Klaus. Drake Anderson leads off from first. He reached on an error. He's been there ever since. And that's high for ball 4. So Klaus walks. That's the second walk allowed by Settles. Zach Gilpin is the batter. Still, the tying run is on deck for Keokuk. So a little bit of wiggle room for Settles. That's fouled straight back as Gilpin hacks after the first pitch to fall into a one-strike hole. Gilpin has put the ball in play both times he's been up. A ground out to third in the second, and then a ground out to first back in the fifth. The 0-1. Strike two on the inside corner, and Keokuk is down to their final strike. Settles looking to put an end to tonight's proceedings and give Davis County their first win of the season. The pitch. That's fouled back, and Gilpin stays alive. Game time temperature was 60. Everybody huddled up, both Keokuk and Davis County fans, as they perhaps are seeing the end of the night. Pitch over but low, and the count is 2-2, or beg your pardon, 1-2. Settles. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and that is a Mustang winner. Davis County shuts out Keokuk and wins this one by the final of 4-0. Good, solid win by Davis County, able to take advantage of Keokuk miscues, and the Mustangs get a sorely needed opening season win. We'll take a break and come back to wrap things up from here in Bloomfield. Davis County, 4-0 winners over Keokuk. We'll return right after this on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the...
Looking to buy or sell real estate? Lincoln Lynch at Lynch Realty in Bloomfield is the guy to call. Lynch Realty is a family-owned business, and it's their policy to serve the community. Whether you are looking to buy or sell real estate or farmland, give Lincoln a call. And don't forget, he also owns Lynch Boys Auction Service, and they can help you with all your auction needs as well. For current listings or for more information, visit lynchrealtyinc.com. That's lynchrealtyinc.com.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein Soybeans and local Davis Seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustang! What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
This is Tim, owner of Slayton Polaris. We have seen a lot of changes since we opened our doors in 1988. One thing that hasn't changed is the way we treat our customers. We still offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has been our policy since we started the business. If you're looking for the best in off-road vehicles, I'd like to invite you to stop in and meet us at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Wrapping things up from what has been a very good opening game for Davis County. 4-0 is our final as the Mustangs defeat Keokuk here tonight. And it was the case in which Davis County was able to take advantage of many Keokuk miscues, as you see up there on your screen. 4 errors for the Chiefs in this ball game. Houston Schooley was lights out. 4 shutout, 1-hit innings, allowing just that 1 hit, a walk, and then striking out 8. Schooley started off the first by striking out the side. Davis County went down in order in the first. Keokuk went down 1-2-3 in the second. Then Davis County was able to scratch across a run. Duke Scott reached on an error with 1 out. He went to second on a balk, and then was able to advance to third on a flyout, and then was able to score on a wild pitch by Micah Hagee, and that gave Davis County a 1-0 lead. Keokuk came up empty in the third. Davis County added a run in the third, another unearned run as Sizemore reached on an infield single. Then went to second on a throwing error by Micah Hagee as he tried to pick off Sizemore from first. Then with 2 outs, Presley Cantrell drilled an RBI double into left field to give Davis County a 2-0 lead. It stayed that way until Davis County was able to add on in the 6th inning, and the Mustangs were able to push across 2 runs thanks to 2 Keokuk errors and 1 hit by Peyton Schooley as well. So that is your ball game. Davis County wins it 4-0. 4 shutout innings thrown by Houston Schooley. He is your winning pitcher. He is 1-0 on the season. Good effort by Micah Hagee on the other end for Keokuk. The 2 runs he allowed were unearned. He struck out 5 and walked just 1 in 4 innings of work, and allowing just 2 hits. He takes a hard luck loss. He is 0-1. So that'll do it for the ball game. A nice, clean game played by the Mustangs, which ended with a time of 1 hour and 57 minutes, and Davis County was able to come away with a 4-0 win. We'd like to thank you for making us a part of your Wednesday evening. Be sure to join us tomorrow from right here at the Mustang Sports Complex. Davis County will look to go 2-0 on the season as they make up their 2nd game of the week. That game on Monday against Woodward Granger got rained out. Well, the teams have decided to make up that game tomorrow, and we will have that game available here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page, both on the Facebook and YouTube pages, as well as on New Country 104.3 KRKN. So that'll do it for our ball game today. Once again, our final score: Davis County 4, Keokuk 0. The Davis County Mustangs are 1-0 on the season. Keokuk is 0-1. For Kyle Smith back at our studios in Ottumwa and Bryant here as our on-site producer, this is Els Kojo saying so long from here in Bloomfield. This has been Davis County Baseball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.